Despite being a rather large two-floor mall, the Valley Hills Mall has lived a relatively quiet life in Hickory, North Carolina. Today, we're going to open that door and get a look at this mall. Valley Hills Mall was conceived in 1978, with its competition being the Catawba Mall just up the road, which is no longer with us, unfortunately. Belk, an original anchor at the mall, was built under Belk Beery, but with nearby competition under the Belk name in mind, the Beery family decided to pass the store over to the Broom family, signing the store into Belk Broom. At the time, the only other anchor in the mall was a Sears. In 1988, the mall would undergo an expansion that would bring forth JCPenney. JCPenney had relocated from the Catawba Mall, while Belk Broom would consolidate operations into the Valley Hills Mall, leaving Catawba Mall for the dead and allowing Valley Hills Mall to obtain dominance in the region. Its nearest competition then would be Lenoir Mall to the north, which is now closed, as well as the Signal Hill Mall, which is on its last legs as of the making of this video. In 1999, the mall would see its third and final major expansion, which brought forth a new food court, as well as a wing leading to a shiny new and rare original Dillard's. In addition, the interior was given a facelift with a modern touch over the 70s architecture, while the mall entrances were given new updates. Despite the trailer park sounding name, the mall was on its way to being the more upscale stop in the city. Valley Hills Mall had a unique configuration due to the limited space between two streets, and the end result would end up being a V-shaped mall, which has since evolved into a kinda janky Z shape, for lack of a better term. This also resulted in parking garages on either side of the mall to supplement the anchor pads. Despite being a distance away from the freeways and in a somewhat awkward location, Valley Hills Mall has managed to buck the trend not only as a mall killer, but as a mall that has lived a life of prosperity. It would even managed to secure an H&M store in May 2015. Sadly, 2020 is where things start to go wrong. I'm not going to tell you why, because frankly you should already know why. Sears from earlier is one of the reasons you may have seen, as I caught this mall on a late February day. And now, we can only speculate how this mall may be faring through its dumpster fire known as 2020. For a mall that's been altered and tampered with through the years, the Valley Hills Mall is surprisingly good looking. The Dillard's corridor seems to be the weakest link, but besides that, the mall itself seems to have quite a bit of character about it. Bright and airy in most of the mall, decent looking tile work, some lovely storefronts here and there, and the best part is, it's doing pretty well for itself. The only real issue I can see besides some vacant inlines is Sears. If management can fill Sears in, then I could see this mall standing a fighting chance as the destination for Hickory and the surrounding counties. Of course, it's all dependent on 2020. How the economy fares, how the people themselves fare. Right now, luxury items like designer clothes aren't exactly in high demand right now, and it seems like we're going through a new crisis every month. Ultimately, malls will have to work hard to reinvent themselves if they intend to survive. I know I sound like a broken record when I say it, but I'm serious. Entertainment venues and boutique apparel is not going to be enough to keep a mall afloat at this time. Anyway, let's not dwell too much on the gloom. Let's have a look at this fountain. That fountain just ties the whole mall together, doesn't it? And the elevator, too. Anyway, we are getting pretty close to the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I still have a handful more North Carolina malls to cover, and I need to get moving before they close up or worse. So do stick around for that as I finish documenting my entire home state. For now, though, what did you think of the Valley Hills Mall? Did you like it? Hate it? Share in the comments down below after maybe subscribing. Additionally, I can be found on Minds and BitChute, and if you feel inclined to donate, you can find a link to Ko-fi down below. Donating is entirely optional, and I would encourage you to look after yourself before you start simping to me, or anyone else for that matter. Well guys, until next time, this is Doomie Grunt, wishing you and the Valley Hills Mall farewell and good luck.